Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is Stringer from Innergeekproductions bringing you yet another episode of My Hero. This time I'm showing you Mr. Cho'Gath. Right on up here. Speeding on up, going up to help Skarner. It looks like I'm jumping ahead for some reason. Hopefully that will stop. Yes it does, okay. Yes, okay, so let's go through the teams. I will be top laning as Mr. Cho'Gath, an amazing top laner. I'll be going up against Mr. Urgot, which will be a ton of fun. Cause laning against Urgot in a soul lane, it's all fun. So we're gonna go right in here and help Skarner. Skarner wanted a solid pool because he has never jungled a Skarner before, so that should be well enough. So I'm gonna go up here against Mr. Urgot. Going for a bit of fun. Ryze is mid laning against Super Teemo. That's a pretty fantastic skin. Oh, he's beautiful. And so Uncle Ryze against Super Teemo. Rule 34, no exceptions. And we got Graves and Soraka here on bot against Leona and Fiddlesticks. And their Olaf is jungling. So let's go. I've been asked to talk a bit more about my champions in My Hero, which makes complete sense, especially after my Caitlyn review. So, Cho'Gath is an AP. He can be played as a mage or as a tank. And, oh, we're getting a bit of good damage right there on Mr. Urgot. Urgot does the standard opening. So how I start off with Cho'Gath is I start off with his, I believe I started off with his Rapture, go into his Feral Scream, and then into his Verbal Spikes, and then I actually level up his Verbal Spikes first when I'm soul laning. Just a personal preference, just because I like the farm, and I'm able to push lanes a bit better, and because I tend to have mana problems with him, because my runes, the runes I use with him are not mana per second or whatever it's used. So I try to keep my harassment to a minimum unless I can actually take the kill. And Urgot's going to be able to get up here and be able to almost zone me out with his amazing range. And he might be able to actually take me out, but he hits his Q a bit too late. So I'm going to have to back up and be right on out of there. Looks like Skarner's coming in, maybe, for a bit of a gank. No, he's going to go down and get wolves. Meanwhile, Ryze goes up against Teemo. How are we on lasted? Soraka taking absolutely none. Mine are pretty terrible. But, so I'm going to have some work to do to catch up to Urgot. So it looks like I'm going to come back on up here and see if we can get ourselves an Urgot with Skarner in here with double buff. And I'm actually able to hit him with my Rapture. Teemo takes first blood in mid lane and Urgot has to flash on out of there. And it looks like Skarner's going to go in and get some good damage. I'm going to be able to Rapture him and Skarner picks up the kill, which is perfectly fine with me. Then I get to back up and help my turret a bit. As Skarner will go down there and take care of Super Teemo. I thought that was first blood, to be honest. I was not even aware. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm bugged or not. I think this replay client's bugged because I highly doubt Ryze is level 1. And Cho'Gath is... how the heck did Skarner die to the turret? I don't even know where he was. Well, okay then. Okay. In bottom lane, Graves and Soraka, which right now Soraka is really powerful, especially in draft play. So I think that this bottom team should be perfectly fine. Graves, the new champion, played a bit of him. He's okay. Not one of my personal favorites, especially as an AD carry. I'd rather play probably Vayne or something. But yeah. I think he's fairly fine. A couple people question his balance right now, which I can agree with a bit, but you should always be questioning. It looks like Urgot does have his ult, so we're going to go back up here into the top lane because I need to talk a bit about more Cho'Gath. So yes, I level up his verbal spikes, excuse me, because it will actually help out my farm a bit. That's what I really need to be focusing on. I actually go in and get a silence off on Cho'Gath, and Cho'Gath's going to be able to get a ton of damage on me, and I'm just going to have to scoot on out of there because I am out of mana. I have terrible mana problems in this bit. I should have started off with a Mikai Pendant or whatever it's called. I'll never get that name right, you guys. Just get over it. Never get it right. So, yeah, Soraka picking up amazing kills down on bot. Because why not? Cho'Gath actually pulling an ult on me, and I'm going to have to try to auto-attack him to death, but he hits an Ignite, which is not going to do nearly enough damage. And I'm able to feast to get some important health. And if I had enough mana to feast him, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to kill him. That's why I'm chasing him, and he's going to be able to scoot right on out of there without a problem. I'm pretty sure just one feast will actually kill him. He should have just turned around and kept shooting me. Oh wait, but he has minions all over his face. And let's see what's going on right here. We got a bit of a Fiddlesticks coming in. And an Olaf. Probably going to get ready. Let's see what level they are. They're probably not ready to take Dragon yet. Let's see, Fiddlesticks is a bit overextended. That's quite odd. Quite odd indeed. See, I'm just waiting to get a good feast off on that Cho'Gath. And Olaf going in on a bit of Rise. Not able to work out anything with it. How is Rise compared to Teemo? Rise is getting absolutely crushed on the last hits compared to Teemo. Cho'Gath and I are pretty much even. And it looks like Soraka is actually able to pick up another kill. Ah yes, Soraka. The best kill stealer there is. Which is really weird how Soraka is able to pick up so many kill steals right now. And I'm pushing up on Cho'Gath. Looks like he actually came on back. What's the spell? I think he's running Flash and Teleport. No, Flash and Ignite, so he's not running Teleport. So he had to walk all the way back. He does have a ward, so Skarner needs to keep an eye on that. Oh, Cho'Gath. Oh, Cho'Gath. I'm going to teleport right back on top. And he's actually going to shoot off his E a bit early, allowing me to get some good damage on him. I do a feast, but I think he's going to be able to scoot right on out there without too many problems. Cho'Gath actually trying to ult me into the tower, but my Rapture actually shoots him up in the air and interrupts him. And I'm going to try to scoot back on out there, but it looks like Olaf is here, so I flash, and I think I do a really stupid mistake, and I walk directly right into that bush to ward, and he is still standing in there, and I think this is going to turn out really bad. Yes, I throw a ward in there just in time to see Olaf, and they're going to flash on into me and be able to take me out without a problem whatsoever. I could have sworn I saw Olaf leave, but yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty stupid mistake. It looks like Rise and Skarn are going to go up there and see if they can at least punish them for doing so much damage to the tower. Here comes Skarner right on in, and he might be able to actually ult one if he can get up there. It looks like Rise is going to come on in. Olaf actually ulting and stepping back and forth, not able to decide which person to go after, and Rise actually is able to get on both, popping his ultimate and getting the double kill, which is just lovely. We can get a bit of an AP carry going. And it looks like Teemo wants a bit of blood. Meanwhile, on bottom, looks like Fiddlesticks is actually taken out by so much going on, and it looks like Raze is able to pick up the double kill. Man, my brain just melted there for a second. I meant to say Soraka gets taken out by Fiddlesticks, and I said, oh dear. Wow. So, good news for us. Our carries are getting the kills and Soraka. And so how I'm building Mr. Cho'Gath is I believe I'm going straight for an Archangel Staff into, I want to say, a Rod of Ages. And those are going to be my two damage items, I believe, or at least mana intense items. Then I'll go straight defense because I believe I am the tank for this team. We do have a Soraka, which will really help with keeping my health up. Able to get a Rapture, and I'm going to go right on in here, see if I can get a couple auto attacks in here. but we're not going to be able to work that out whatsoever. Now, if you're not familiar with Cho'Gath, basically his ultimate is Feast. It can stack up to 6 times, giving him a good amount of health and increasing your size, so your teammates can hide under you. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but why not? So basically, I just put 1 into Rapture. This is just my personal preference. I'm sure people will tell you otherwise. Put 1 into Rapture just to get the pop-up. Put the rest into Vorpal Spikes. As long as the laning phase is going on, we got to Olaf sneaking around here in jungle, and Urgot heading off as well, probably warding. Just as long as the laning phase goes on, I go Vorpal Spikes, just because I like to focus a bit on my minion kills, and especially against Urgot, I can't stay up in the minion line for too long. So that's going to be able to make me hit multiple targets at the same time, and I level up, personally, Feral Scream, just because I love his silence. You can silence the entire team in a team fight, which could decide the entire fight. And of course, getting Feast leveled up first into a Feral Scream. And then once the laning phase ends, I don't do any more into Vorpal Spikes. Just personal preference. Let's see, we got a Fiddlesticks going in after a Rise. Probably not going to make anything happen with that. Probably not in the slightest. And wow! Wow. Wow. Fiddle alt OP. Wow. That was... I'm speechless at that. I'm pushed way too far up without a word. That's why I think I'm being very passive. And Urgot doing the right thing and just last hitting. And I think I just said, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm going to clear this wave in B or something. So I probably have enough to finish. No, I don't have enough to finish my Archangel Staff. Never mind. Yeah, I have heavy mana problems this game. Something to keep in mind. Looks like Olaf is actually able to come down here and pick up a Soraka, and Graves is going to see if he can focus somebody down. But looks like Fiddlesticks is going to come in here and able to take the battle. And getting a nice bit of drain right there on Graves. And he actually cancels that drain instead of letting it go, unless he only has 1 point to drain, which would confuse me greatly. Skarner and Graves, seeing if they can pick themselves up by Fiddlesticks. Oh, excuse me. Now they can be able to pick him up. More to the point, Fiddlesticks gets a good fear on Skarner, so he's not actually able to ult him. That was a pretty good exchange right there from Fiddlesticks. Not bad at all. Let's take another look at creep score. Graves doing absolutely fantastic. Teemo not doing half bad. He's actually doing fairly well against Rise. Rise not doing too bad. We'll give him that. And from the junglers, Skarner is ahead, but they are equal on kills. Looks like Teemo actually Rise got taken out by Rise, and Rise actually is able to take out Teemo. No idea how that worked. Huh, quite interesting. It looks like I might have some company from River. So I'm going to scoot up and give another couple high fives to Urgot, while my fists are literally the size of his entire being. Wonder why I just skipping ahead like that. Oh well, it's not really that big of a deal. Let's see, am I going to be able to pick up an Urgot? It looks like Urgot actually ults on me, and I have a ton of friends right now, and I'm probably going to be taken out without a problem. Seeing if I can take out an Urgot with it. See if I can... Yeah, I tried ulting him, but he's able to get out of there without too many problems. I was not expecting all a million of their team to be there, but a bit too late. Yes. Okay, let's skip ahead just a tiny bit as our mid tower gets beaten down by minions. Looks like Graves and Soraka have to back up a bit. And... yeah, Soraka against the Fiddlesticks, that's actually going to be a really annoying team to fight up against. It's just going to be silences back and forth. We have a ton of silences in this match. Let's see... Olaf is actually going to ult and go right on Soraka, and Soraka gets fierce, so she's not able to do anything, but Graves is able to pick up Olaf, which is pretty nice. And here comes Cho'Gath, Rise, and our entire team is actually, we're going to be able to get right in here on Leona. Skarner is able to ult her into a feast. Nom nom nom. You want to get those feasts onto heroes if you can, or champions I should say. They're not heroes or champions, there's a difference. And me just charging through 2 Teemo mushrooms like a boss. So I'm building cooldown reduction, just a personal preference of mine, yet again. I could have went for a bit more tanky boots, but I decided that I wanted to get my feasts on lowest cooldown as possible, because I really like that ultimate. Here comes Cho'Gath in to see if he can get into a bit of a fight, but he's going to skip around out of there. He ults on me, which is quite interesting. I'm able to rapture him, do a feast, but it does not do nearly enough damage, and we should probably think about backing on out of there, because any point, excuse me, the other team will be right in here. Oh, I'm so tired. Wow, what was that all about? Nothing but Dr. Pepper cancel. What is going on down here? What? Okay. I think that was a bad CV right there. It's supposed to be CV and Dragon, but whatever. Let's see if I can pick me up a Teemo. Oh, Teemo Mushroom. So that's not going to work out so well. Going to pull off a Rapture. Not able to hit him in the least. I'm just charging through every mushroom ever. And I think I just got rocked by Teemo. And his Ryze going to be able to pick him up, more to the point, and he's able to get a trap off. And Ryze is actually able to pick up Teemo without a problem. What is Ryze building? Yes, he's into an Archangel Staff. And a Tear of the Goddess. Well, that's interesting. And it looks like we got a bit of a fight coming down here. Skarner being taken down a bit, but Straka able to keep him alive. As we have Cho'Gath, he's going to be able to take out that mid tower without any problems whatsoever. And their team is taking out Dragon. Let's see if Olaf is awfully low. But it looks like we're not going to be able to work anything out on there with only Skarner. And it looks like actually our team is going to be in position for this. And it looks like Skarner's going to be able to get Mr. Fiddlesticks. And it looks like Cho'Gath, I think he ulted Skarner down there, but I completely missed it. Very low. I'm actually able to flash on in there and not able to pick up that kill. I think I was trying to get a feast off to get another stack, because I'm only down on 2 stacks, and we're going to be able to try to push into this mid tower. And it looks like, oh, Teemo's in a bad spot. I'm actually able to get my feast off on him. And just want to get a bit of a stack, and I do need some more coin. And I think I have turret threat on me. Do I? Yes, I do, so I'm going to have to slide right back out of there. As Fiddles maybe goes up a bit too far, a bit overextending as he could be taken out. No, he is not. And Olaf's going to have to back up there as well. And we're going to be able to crush this mid lane by the looks of it. And here comes Leona back in here. So they're not going to be able to do anything until their entire team comes back on up. So we'll take this opportunity, because I think we're just going to clear lanes. Olaf might be overextending a little bit, going in here for Ryze, and it looks like Skarner and Ryze are able to take him out, with Ryze taking up the kill. So that was quite good. I think I'm just stomping through mushrooms, that's why my screen's flashing red. Yes, so it looks like Teemo and Cho'Gath are doing just peachy on their creep score. Cho'Gath building the standard Cho'Gath build by the looks of it. Why is my screen? Oh, okay, it's because I'm fighting golems. Fiddlesticks is way behind when it comes to Screep Course with only 38, but he does have a good amount of kills. Ryze is in a bit of trouble, and yeah, he's definitely going to be taken out without problem. Soraka even ulting him, and he's not able to make anything work out by killing Cho'Gath. Loses quite a bit of a bounty, so that's not very good. Not very good in the slightest. Let's see here. Yes. So my Rod of Ages is done, so I'm going to build that into a Archangel Staff, and that'll be the end of my damage items. Then I think I'll go straight for a Warmogs, just to get my health absolutely, completely bonkers. Yeah, so it looks like Teemo hasn't even built his Mandrids yet, so I should be fine. should be fine whatsoever. Let's see. Yes, we're building many Merc Treads to get away from that rise on our team.
An ally has been slain.
And it looks like Team actually is able to take out Skarner someplace. Skarner might have been overextended, but their entire team's down here focusing on our turret, and I'm going to be able to right in here and initiate this fight, get a good bit of silence in there, and it looks like Rise is able to pick up Olaf, and Soraka is able to scoot on out there, and Fiddlesticks gets an amazing ult down there right on top of us, does a ton of damage to me. And Urgot actually ults Graves, not what he wanted to do, because now Graves is going to get in there and be able to take out Leona and Teemo and Leona, and that Urgot just really helped our team. That was a very bad ult on his part, especially with a team that low. Maybe with that, maybe his teammates were in a bit better health-wise, that would have turned out completely differently. He did the right thing in that ulting the carry to get him into a spot he didn't want to be. Just turns out that's the spot where Graves wanted to be. So, keep that in mind, Urgot players. You don't want to ult if so many people are low on your team. Scoot up a tiny bit. Speed up, because I think we're going to go into a bit of a, what I like to call a farming phase, where we just jungle a bit. Keep warded. Keep an eye, see if we can push him into a spot. Me charging through a ton of mushrooms. Soraka running an oracle so we can get rid of those Teemo mushrooms. I'm not even sure what they are. They're like little T's on the ground. What is this? Skin, looks like we're going to get into a bit of team fight. Teemo gets taken out. We're focused down the carry really well. And it looks like Leona went to there. Oh, and my key just fell in my pocket for some weird reason. And Leona gets taken out. I'm getting too excited by this. And Urgot is in on Scar, and Scar's gonna get taken out. Maybe he gets, Ski with us into his teeth. Wow, and he is. And I'm able to feast on Olaf. And we somehow get out of there. Oh, just fine. I think that was, all of us were fine. And we're gonna be able to push this tower without a problem whatsoever. And we're gonna see if we can get ourselves an inhibitor. Fiddlesticks, wow. Way overextending. Does Fiddlesticks even have any defensive items? No. Well, he has a Rod of Ages. That's it. And I don't think he's had that for a while. Well, I guess that was his first item he got. So we're gonna destroy their inhibitor, their Herper-Derper, and scoot right on out there. Maybe pick ourselves up a Baron. No idea why I just raptured there. No idea. This might not be a very good idea, because our team is going to come up on us. So we should probably just been focusing on forcing the team fight. So here they come on in, and it looks like Rise is able to pick up Urgot right away. We need to be focusing on Teemo right now, because he's able to pick up Rise. Skarner gets taken out. I'm able to feast on Teemo, and now we are in a really bad position, so Soraka and I need to scoot on out of there and keep an eye on Baron. Baron's going to be taken out without a problem, so gonna drop a ward right there. And I'm not sure they're going to have the damage and the tankiness to be able to take out that Baron, and we're just going to be able to try to scare them on out of there. If I can get right in on somebody, it looks like Fiddlesticks is ulting right on top of me. Soraka should be able to keep me up. I'm able to feast Fiddlesticks. Can I get myself an Olaf? Gonna try to rapture him. I think I just missed that. Teemo mushroom just made it, so he was just out of my reach, and we're gonna go pick ourselves up a dragon. Trying to make the best use out of this. They definitely should have backed off from Baron, especially with Soraka still up. Soraka's able to keep me alive without any problems whatsoever. So I'm actually able to feast myself a dragon, because why not? Getting myself back up to those lovely 6 stacks. I think I'm going to finish my Archangel staff and then go straight to a Warmogs. I now have all the damage items I want. This will keep my mana up this entire time and my health to a reasonable level. And now my idea is to get my health to a bonkers level. Almost already finishing up my Warmogs. Olaf taking bottom turret. Let's take a look at Warmogs. Why don't we? Yes, I'm already almost there. Only 1,400 gold away.
A summoner has disconnected.
And we lose our Soraka. Oh dear. So basically, us four, we are all on vent. We are a fixed team, and we pug one person, fans, or just random people, generally just random people. And so now they're going to take this opportunity to do Baron right now. So we're going to get ourselves all set up to go in here. I think we're just going to let them take it. And it looks like Urgot's actually able to ult on Soraka, and Fiddlesticks ults right there. No, it wasn't Soraka, it was Ryze. I forgot Soraka is DC'd, so we get taken out without a problem. Probably should not have initiated right there. Actually, probably not have. We definitely shouldn't have. So we're going to try to hold the line until hopefully Soraka comes back online. Speed up a bit, because I think they all be here. Looks like Skarner found himself a Teemo. I think Teemo's able to scoot right on out of there with his speed. And yes, Skarner's in a bit of trouble. Fiddlestick's actually flashing into him. And it looks like he's actually going to ult on Teemo, and his Grave's going to have enough damage to push Teemo out of there. No, he's actually going to flash right on out of there without any problems. Alright, let's speed this up a bit, because this is going to turn into a bit of a farm stalemate with the Soraka offline. Just like old times, Urgot. You and me in lane, with Ryze stealing my kills. Let's see, and that should be close enough. Oh, that was pretty cool, slow down action. Okay, let's speed this up, I guess. Because right now, we're just going to roam. We're just going to roam and see if we can pick off people. That way when we actually do get in a team fight, we'll be in a better spot. See if Skarner's going to be able to go in here and pick ourselves up an Olaf. But Olaf ults and he's able to slide out of there with minimal damage. And he actually wastes a flash. That's quite interesting. Yeah, now we need to back out of there, because we do not want to be in a team fight right now whatsoever without our Soraka. And Soraka comes back online. So we can resume roaming together as a team. Let's see. Just pushing lanes and farming. Looks like we're going to get into a bit of a fight right here. They actually initiate right on us, and Soraka is able to get in here right on time as soon as Fiddlesticks come in here. And it looks like I get taken out, but they're focusing me and not our carries. So it looks like Skarner's able to pick up a bit of Fiddlesticks, and Ryze is able to pick up oh my gosh, my brain is just failing again. And it looks like Skarner is able to pick up a bulk of the kills along with Graves. And it looks like, ooh, I think Skarner died to a mushroom. Sour. And Graves is gonna hopefully just run up here and take this inhibitor right now. Oh man, look at that. Look at that damage. Speed that up right here. Fiddlesticks wants a bit of Graves, but he does have a Banshee's Veil, so he should be fine. Actually, could probably turn around and take him out without any problems. Sliding through some bushes. Gonna take himself a dragon. And at this point, it's probably gonna be next Ace wins, to be honest. We're in pretty much the late game. So it's going to be next Ace wins. It looks like Fiddlesticks is caught out of position, and we're able to take him out. So now they're going to have to back up. And they don't have a tower right now, so we can push them up as far as we want. Being slowed, and Skarner's not able to get up close enough to pull off his ult. I think Skarner has his ult prepared. It doesn't tell me in this replay client, so that is just awesome. And is Graves and Skarner gonna pick himself up, and Urgot, and he's actually able to grab Urgot right before he escapes into the bush, and Skarner picks up the kill, and Ryze is able to push the first top tower. And we're gonna see if we can get ourselves yet another tier 2 tower. So, stupid Teemo shroom. And I'm able to rapture a good portion of them, and we're going to push on up here. So we didn't even get into a team fight. Filson's going to ult right on in on top of us, not a spot he wants to be in. I'm able to get a 1-2 feast right on top of him. And are we going to be able to take out their entire team? It looks like we are into an ace, and that will definitely be game. Fiddlesticks actually initiated that fight, which is not what he wanted to do. So that kind of sucks to be that other team, to just have somebody go ahead and initiate when Leona should be the one going into the fights. At least Cho'Gath should be, because he's at least a bit off tanky. He's going right for his Guardian Angel right now, it looks like. So we're going to be able to clean this up, hopefully, take out the turrets at least. And Cho'Gath's trying to ult, I think he was trying to ult me into the back. And what is Ryze doing? Ryze gets killed. Oh, he got killed by the turrets. They didn't even get credit for it. Oh, they're so mad about that. And we're going to have to scoot right on out of there. Their Nexus is now vulnerable. And they have 2 inhibitors down, so they're in trouble. And Vill's going to be able to get a fear off on me, so I'm going to have to stay in there and try to feast him, but I am ultimately going to go down. And so now they have to scoot on out of there. And we have full jungle and full map control now. So they're going to go straight for a Baron, it looks like. Which would be the best retaliation, to be totally honest. Just to give them a bit more farm. Let's see. So I think that we just decided, yeah, whatever, screw it. We'll just go straight for the Nexus. And it looks like they've already gone Baron, so Skarner's in a bit of trouble in a spot they don't want to be in. So they're going to have to slide right on out of there. Speed this up a bit, because I don't think it looks like they are actually going to get into a bit of a fight. Cho'Gath flashes in and is able to ult Skarner. Skarner actually flashes behind the bush. And I pull myself right into that bush, and I hit a mushroom, so they do see me. So I'm going to scoot right on out of there. It was like Fiddlesticks actually wasted an ult to get, well, I guess not wasted, since they were able to pick up Skarner. Meanwhile, though, their Nexus is taking some harsh damage. So that is how things are going to work. Their inhibitor has already spawned, their mid one at least. So at this point, we're going to finish up a bit of farm while they're stuck in their base, so we can go in for one last final push. Now we need to be awfully careful, because if we lose one person, we have to wait for our entire team to come back up. Because they do have that OP turret right here to fall back on if they absolutely need it. Looks like we're going to get ourselves a blue for Soraka, and we're going to just start roaming once again. Oh, they might be in a position that they don't want to be in. They're a bit too far out. They do have that Baron buff, though, so that could change the flow of the battle. Fiddlesticks runs up and overextends way too far right into Ryze. And gets taken out without any troubles whatsoever. Ryze, I don't even think, had the ult to kill him. So now we're going to be able to charge right up into their base and see what we can do with them. I think we hit another Teemo shroom. Teemo! And so, are we going to be able to do anything with this? They don't have a turret, so we're just going to scoot right around. Start focusing on their inhibitor. So, yes, and it looks like Skarner's able to pull off an ult on Cho'Gath. And are we able to work out with it? Yes, we are. It looks like Cho'Gath's going to go down, but he does have a Guardian Angel. He's going to be able to pop right back into the battle. He pulls off an ult, but he's not able to do anything with it. Skarner's awfully low, but he's able to survive out of there from my feast on Olaf, and Leona is all alone with a Fiddlesticks up. Fiddlesticks probably going to come right in here and ultimate right on top of us. Grace picks up the kill, and are we going to be able to pick up Fiddlesticks without any problems whatsoever, and that is GG. So that was my hero as Mr. Cho'Gath. I would definitely recommend him for people who want to play a mage or a tank. A lot of fun, especially his feast. I have a lot of fun with this character. So, this has been Stringo from the Innergeekproductions, reminding you that Shoot should be aired on Monday. We're doing our recording Saturday night. So stay tuned for that. That should be up on the YouTube channel and probably up on iTunes. So that is all for the Stringo from Innergeekproductions, and I'll catch you guys next time.